And there can be only one Theo Von.
Well, as far as we know, as far as I know.
In the universe, though, do you know what they think?
What?
Do you know the concept of infinity, apparently, as explained to me by people far smarter than us, is that the universe is so big that not only is there intelligent life out there for sure, but there's humans out there for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And infinity is so big that that means somewhere in the universe there is another Theo Von that has done exactly the same things that you've done, said exactly the same things that you've said, been in the same conversations that you've been in, down to that pause, down to the millisecond, an infinite number of times.
And you believe it?
Yes. Not just one time, but an unending number of times, because that's how big infinity is. You're not buying it?
I'll bet infinity's smaller than that. If I had to bet, yeah, I just don't think that could. For me, that couldn't. For me, if I knew that was true, that would just break my heart. I feel like, because then you would feel like everything you're doing feels pointless. You know.
But isn't it anyway? Just what you know about the universe. Let's just say the universe was limited to the size of this galaxy.
Okay.
Right.
Which it really could be.
Could be. I mean, you and I. Let's be honest. We're kind of dumb.
Right.
Right. We're fairly.
Oh
dumb.
yeah, I'm just guessing.
Guessing. Total guess. I mean, I'll say some big words every now and then, but the reality is I learn those big words from people that actually understand them, and I'm just repeating the noises that they say.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. So, hey, Rogan thinks he's all fucking smart. And I'm the last person that thinks I'm smart. Trust me.
Yeah, we're all mimics, really.
Yeah, exactly. So if you look at, I think they think there are hundreds of billions of stars in this galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
Just that alone is too big. It's too big. It's too big for you to wrap your head around. It's too big. There's no, like, when you think about like how big that is, like there's no way you really think about it. You just kind of like go, oh, yeah, big.
Yeah.
Now think of infinite. So hundreds of billions of those. And then they think it's possible that inside each galaxy, they know that the center of each galaxy has a supermassive black hole in it. And they think that inside that supermassive black hole might be a whole nother universe filled with galaxies, each of them that have supermassive black holes in the center. You go through one of those, another universe. Infinite universes. So infinite infinities. So the universe is infinite, and there's infinite numbers of universes. So somewhere out there's another Theo Von. Same haircut, same jokes, same style.
Really?
Yep.
Same back problems?
Killing it.
Dude, that's scary. I feel like if that's true, that makes the jog I took this morning seem so much shorter. If the universe is that much bigger, I don't think it could be that big.
Look at this. What did you show me here, Jamie?
What is that?
What simulation on the inside of a black hole?
That's iMovie, bro. That could be anything.
Do that shit again? Well, this is just animation. So the idea is you go through the black hole and you wake up again, a baby in Louisiana.
Oh man, come on, man.
Your mama's cuddling you. Oh, you're such a sweet thing. You know, birds are chirping, but they're chirping 200 trillion light years away.
Wow.
Yeah.
You believe it?
Believe is a weird word.
Do you feel it?
It's too big. I don't even feel the sun. I go outside and I go, oh yeah, it's warm. But I don't feel that there's a thing that's 1,000,000 times bigger than Earth that's floating in the sky.
No.
I don't feel that.
To me, the hard part for me is when they say that the universe keeps expanding, you know?
Yeah.
It sounds like something a child would say. That part sounds fiction to me. Like it just keeps growing and growing and growing and growing. You're like, what? It sounds like something like my 4-year-old nephew would say if like he won't go to sleep at night, you know?
Well, the real one is the birth of the universe. That's the real one. Like the Big Bang. So before the Big Bang, the universe was smaller than the head of a pin. The whole thing.
Right.
And then for some reason, boom. They don't know why, but in one instant, the universe was created.
I mean, it seemed far-fetched.
But that's what the scientists believe. Forget about what religious people believe or cult leaders believe or schizophrenics.
Yeah.
The legit of legit. The Sean Carrolls of the world, the Neil deGrasse Tysons of the world, the real scientists that can hit you with the real words and they actually understand them.
The smartest people.
The real smart people. They actually think that. What do you think?
I think the jury's out. You know? That's what I think, man. I think I'm still kind of feeling it out, you know? I think I could easily get sucked in if I'm not careful to just believing. I just wonder if some of their stuff is right, you know? Like, what if the building blocks that we started with aren't really correct? You know? And sometimes I feel like some of the science, for me, it takes too much of the hope out of it. Like, I guess I want to romanticize the universe a little bit, and I want it to be a little more fantastical. Like, maybe we get out there, you know, in the sequel to that video, and there's a couple, you know, angels out there, or a band or something, or like a, you know,
band? Angels?
or like a, you know, some sort of, something more exciting than just.
Is that exciting, or is that just more human? Like angels in a band.
Right.
That's like human. That would actually be boring.
Yeah, maybe it's just, yeah, maybe I'm afraid to go into that other world, you know, into that other realm. Like, if somebody was like, go in there, and they were trying to push me in there, I'm not going in there.
Have you ever been in a place where you're in, you're outside at night, there's no clouds, and there's no light pollution, and you can see the Milky Way?
Yeah, there was Tucson.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
It's a weird feeling.
Yeah.
You see all those stars, and you're like, is this up here all the time?
Yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like, is this out here all the time, and what have I been doing?
Yeah. I think we're fucking ourselves up with cities. I've been saying that forever. I think all that light from cities blocking out all those stars, I think it confuses us.
Yeah.
We don't realize what we're in. That we are in this crazy space ride.
Oh, I think people forget about that a lot of times. I mean, we definitely get caught up in the minutia. I mean, but what's out there in the world, in the universe? I mean, I think if something were out there, it would have stopped by now.
I don't know about that.
It's been a lot of time.
It's a lot of space. A lot of space it has to go through. I think that things get so smart that they don't do that anymore. This is what I think. I think that this whole idea about space travel, I don't think they do that after a while. I think they get so fucking smart, they become symbiotic with machines. And I think artificial life and artificial intelligence, they create their own reality and literally create their own universes. I don't think they bother traveling.
Oh, they're just thinking it up, and then there it is?
I think they make things. You know, I think this is just a thought, but I think what's going to happen with us, I mean, we take little trips. We send a rover to Mars and shit.
Yeah.
You know, we send probes into space. But,
Florida, anywhere. You know, I mean, you go local, anything is can be a big adventure. But yeah, we go out to the moon. We went to the moon a couple times, supposedly, you know. Right,
but what we don't do, what we're doing with these little tiny trips, it's like all fairly close. It's all inside of our solar system, right?
Yeah.
What we're saying is that someone is going way, way, way further than that. So they would have to be way more advanced than that. What I look at us, and I look at artificial life and artificial intelligence and how close we are to creating something that's smarter than us.
Yeah.
Like within the next 100 years, we're going to have some form of artificial life that's probably way smarter than us, and it's going to create even better versions of artificial life. It's going to improve upon the design, and then there's going to be things that they can do in terms of like recreating reality in your own mind. Like you and I sitting across from each other. We're experiencing this table. We're experiencing looking at each other. We're friends. We have a history together. We talk a lot. So we're used to being in each other's presence. There's all these feelings and thinking and thoughts going on. I think they're going to be able to recreate that. I think they're going to be able to recreate that in a way that's indistinguishable from this moment that we're experiencing right now.
So then, I mean, are humans just going to become obsolete then?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, well, dang it.
Dang it. Don't you think we are? I mean, if you go back, right? Go back to
just makes me
single-celled
feel-
organisms.
Yeah?
Go back to
Like an
single-celled
amoeba or something?
The first time single-celled organisms became multi-celled organisms.
Just a booger in the world.
How many of them were hanging back and go, man, fuck that. I'm going to live in the woods. I'm going to stay single-cell. Single-cell's the way to go.
Yeah,
this multi-celled stuff is bullshit. I don't need to see things, man. Fuck you. Yeah. I don't need a phone, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm a single-celled organism just
I got
chilling at the bottom of the ocean. You know, things don't have to get any better. I like them right like this.
I'm not going to get a job. I'm going to be a hitman.
So if you looked at single-celled organisms, they eventually became Theo Von, right? That's a complicated leap from single-celled organisms from billions of years ago to Theo Von.